In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways under the relentless sun, a lion roams with a burden that defies nature's majesty. This is not just any lion. This is a creature marked by a horrific affliction, a barnacle wound that tells a tale of survival twisted by the merciless hands of nature. Imagine, if you will, a king of the jungle, his mane flowing like a golden river, yet marred by grotesque, crusty growths that cling to his skin like the remnants of a shipwreck. These barnacles, often associated with the ocean's depths, have found a most unlikely host in this regal beast. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the chilling reality of barnacle infestation. These tiny crustaceans, usually found on the hulls of ships or the shells of turtles, have taken a detour into the life of our lion. Barnacle larvae, seeking a new home, latch onto the lion's skin, burrowing in and establishing a colony that thrives on the lion's very flesh. The result is a grotesque tableau, a patchwork of hard, calcified shells that can cause infection, pain, and ultimately, a slow deterioration of the lion's health. Each barnacle, a tiny parasite, siphons nutrients from its host, leaving the once mighty predator weakened and vulnerable, a shadow of its former self. But what drives these barnacles to such a grotesque partnership? In the animal kingdom, survival often comes at a price. This infestation serves as a stark reminder of nature's cruelty, where even the mightiest can fall prey to the In the dim light of a weathered barn, a haunting sight unfolds. A majestic white horse, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow, marred by a grotesque wound. This is no ordinary injury. It is a barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that seems more suited to the ocean's depths than to the serene pastures of a farm. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into the unsettling reality of this equine tragedy. The barnacles, typically found clinging to rocks and ships, have made an uninvited home on the horse's skin, creating a nightmarish tableau of crusty, protruding growths that resemble a twisted coral reef. Each barnacle, a small marine creature, has latched onto the horse, feeding off its flesh and blood, leaving behind a trail of infection and decay. Barnacle infestation in horses, while in the shadowy heights of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and the landscape is a breathtaking tapestry of white and gray, a snow leopard prowls. But this majestic creature, often revered for its beauty and grace, bears a horrific secret. Parasitic flower, known as the corpse flower, has taken root in a wound on its flank, a grotesque sight that would make even the most hardened naturalist shudder. This flower, with its foul odor and ghastly appearance, thrives on the very essence of the snow leopard, drawing sustenance from its flesh. As the flower blooms, it releases spores that dance in the frigid air, a macabre reminder of nature's relentless cycle of life and death. The snow leopard, once a symbol of strength and resilience, now carries the burden of this parasitic relationship, a living testament to the harsh realities of survival in the wild. But the horror does not end there. As we delve deeper into the life of this unfortunate feline, we uncover in the heart of the African savanna, where survival is a daily battle, a haunting scene unfolds. Imagine a majestic leopard, the epitome of grace and power, now reduced to a pitiful shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming coat is marred by a horrific wound, a gruesome testament to an encounter, not with a rival predator, but with an unlikely foe, a swarm of bees. This leopard, a symbol of strength, now bears the scars of an unexpected and repulsive infestation, a stark reminder of nature's unpredictable cruelty. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with the grotesque sight of swollen, angry welts, oozing with a thick, dark fluid that mingles with the dirt of the savanna floor. The bees, tiny yet formidable, have taken up residence in the leopard's flesh, their stingers embedded deep within its skin. A cruel invasion that has turned this noble creature into a living battlefield. The infestation is not merely a physical assault. It is a complex interplay of nature's darker elements. Bees, typically known for their industriousness and the sweet nectar they produce, have become the agents of suffering. The leopard, drawn to the scent of a nearby hive, unknowingly ventured too close, triggering a frenzy of defensive aggression from the colony. As the bees swarmed, they stung relentlessly, injecting venom that caused the leopard's skin to swell and fester. The once proud animal now bears the burden of an infection that festers beneath the surface, a grotesque reminder of its vulnerability. Each sting is not just a moment of pain. It is a harbinger of a slow, agonizing decline. The viewer is left to ponder the sheer horror of the situation, How a creature so powerful can be brought low by such small beings. A chilling reminder that in the wild, even the mightiest can fall victim to the tiniest of adversaries. As we delve deeper into the science of this infestation, it becomes evident that the bees are not acting out of malice. They are simply defending their home, their hive, which is now inextricably linked to this leopard's fate. The venom from the bee stings is a cocktail of proteins designed to incapacitate intruders. And in this case, it has turned the leopard's body into a veritable feast for the very insects that sought to protect their territory. The wound, now a breeding ground for bacteria, festers with the potential for gangrene, an outcome that could seal the leopard's fate. The viewer is drawn into the grim reality of the savanna, where the circle of life is often a circle of suffering. As the days pass, the leopard's condition worsens. It becomes a shell of its former self, struggling to hunt, its once powerful muscles now weak and emaciated. The bees, having done their damage, continue to thrive, a perverse twist of fate where the aggressors flourish while their victim languishes. This dark narrative unfolds against the backdrop of the savanna, where the laws of nature are indifferent to suffering, and survival is often a cruel joke. But what does this tell us about the relationship between humans, animals, and nature? In our pursuit of progress, we often encroach upon the habitats of these creatures, disrupting their lives in ways we fail to comprehend. The leopard's plight serves as a chilling metaphor for our own existence. Just as the bees defend their home, we too defend our territories, often at the expense of the natural world. The infestation of the leopard is a stark reminder of the consequences of our actions, a dark twist in the narrative of coexistence. We marvel at the beauty of nature, yet we are blind to the chaos we create. As we watch this leopard suffer, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable truth in our quest to dominate. We often become the architects of our own demise, and in a final twist of irony, one might consider this perhaps the leopard, in its suffering, is merely a reflection of our own vulnerabilities. After all, who among us has not felt the sting of life's unexpected challenges? So next time you see a bee buzzing by, think twice before swatting it away. It could be the bee that brings down a leopard, or perhaps, just perhaps, it could be the bee that saves you from a life of complacency. Nature has a way of reminding us that we are all interconnected, and sometimes the smallest creatures can teach us the biggest lessons.